everybody doing? Hope everybody had a wonderful, what day is today? Tuesday? Wednesday? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I promise I'm not crazy, but how's everybody doing? It's definitely still a grind today. I'll tell you that right now. Out here grinding, trying to make some more money. So I've got up to, since the last time I streamed, which was last night, I've gotten up to 45 cents a pick, which is so much better than the like measly 20% or 20 cents per pick that I left with. So I've gotten so much better on that. And I'm now making like 45 cents a pick, and now making the full amount when I pick this tobacco, which took me, well, it felt like forever to get up there. But now I've got a substantial, like a good substantial way to make money. So super into it and ready to do. And this is my character. I'm on as Cassidy right now. So she's the character that's going to become a deputy, and getting used to becoming a deputy and doing things like that, and you know, learning those kind of things. Go to rob someone, my guy. No, this is an off-duty deputy. She's gonna become a deputy. So I'm not robbing people. Not on this character. I might bring out a different character and do that, but I'm not bringing out on Cassidy. And no one's got to know that. No. You don't realize that Wild West RP, everybody knows everybody. And they figure out who you are, and all of your grinding chances of like grinding to get into being a deputy, gone. Gone. Out the window. It's not the way that one works. It may work like that somewhere, but definitely not Wild West. Your character matters. You have to put up a lot of effort. What do you mean? All you want to see is robbing, stealing, and gunning people down. If that's what you want to see, you need to go find a GTA Online stream or something. That'll let all your anger out and stuff. I had a pretty eventful day though at work. It was just kind of another day, but at the same time, yeah, it was meh. It was a day that just, you know, I spent from like 12:30 till 5 watching, I was watching the Queen's plane in her casket get loaded up from Edinburgh and brought to RAF Northolt. So that's what I spent a lot of my afternoon doing at work. So it was a pretty relaxing, peaceful day for me. More so than what it could have been, so I like relaxing, peaceful days that don't involve crazy stuff or crime. Also, I'm thinking about changing Cassidy's hair. I don't know, I like this hairstyle, but I don't know, I feel like it doesn't go with the hat very well. Howdy. I know there's somebody right over there. There's somebody right over there. She just arrived a few minutes ago because I was over here picking stuff, and I know she arrived over here. So we will see. We shall see. Oh, are you okay? I noticed you were having a hard time talking. Are you okay? Stretch. What are you?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Nice. Nice to meet you. I was just saying hi.
There we go. Yeah, nice to see you again.
Oh, Josephine. Oh, yeah, I know your voice, duh. You're quiet one. You're the quiet one.
For some reason.
I don't know, you're not as loud as everybody else.
Yeah, I've sort of noticed that.
Hi.
I
I'll
guess.
stretch. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that handbook that your friend provided me yesterday, that is so helpful.
Yeah, did you find yourself a horse yet?
Not yet. I wanna save up. I only had like $240, so
Gotcha.
but I'm going big or going home.
Can't blame the vendor.
Nope, not at all. If I'm gonna be a deputy, I'm gonna be a deputy the correct way. Hi, Raging. Hi.
Probably a good plan.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I stretch for too much though, I'm gonna like want to sleep and rest, and that's not gonna be fun for anybody. Come on. You know this. Forcing me to stretch more. Oh no, no. You just hear the thunder of horses in the background all the time. That's what I like about this spot. It makes you feel like you're really in touch with other people. Did that stupid command actually link the last word into what? That's broken. I gotta fix that on StreamCord. Because that's broken. But now if I spend like all stream here harvesting, I'll have like $500. I'll have enough to definitely buy a really good horse. I'm at 250 right now. So if I just keep on growing, and go off to like 15, like however much I'm gonna get off all this tobacco that's in my pockets. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have enough to get a really good horse. I'll just stand out in this field all night long. It's okay. I got a really quick jump on it tonight too. And I'm here an hour and a half before the storm. I'll take that any day. Any day of the week. I know these grinding streams can be a little more boring. And I apologize. I just like to document like all of my characters' like stuff. I can go back and like watch her progress. As she progresses, you know, through the stories and things. Meets new people and things. I think becoming a deputy is going to be really awesome though. Kinda can't wait for it. You're just trying to make me fucking sleepy? You are, aren't you? Fine. I'll stretch for you. There you go. That's all you're getting. Thank God none of you have the ability to wind me up, so it's gonna be on Cassidy to do herself. Getting, you know, all wind up and no place to go. Good ranger? What am I, your pet or something? Excuse me? I'm like a pet in your box that you just shake when you want to be entertained or something? Like, bruh. For now, I suppose. No, that's not how that works. If you want a pet, you're gonna have to pay for it. Sorry, but if you want a pet, you're gonna pay for it. God damn it. And that's stupid to miss the rubbish bin. So I paid. Well, I mean, come on, Zach, you gotta start dropping those biddies. You gotta start dropping the biddies. You're gonna pay me, then you're gonna drop the biddies. Where the hell did that water bottle go? No, I just dropped it, but where the hell did it go? I think it bounced away from me. I did find the water bottle. I just need to keep harvesting. Haha. I have the water bottle. And now it's in the rubbish bin. Come on, Zach. You gotta start paying me more than cupcakes, bro. If you want me to be your pet, you're gonna have to do more than just that, alright? Thanks. You're gonna have to, like, make it worth my time, at least. Come on, I'll buy you a new fire truck. I'm kidding. So how was everyone's day? What did you guys do all day? Besides play games on the computer, what did you guys do all day? Been dispatching most of the day? That's cool. Are you like an actual dispatcher, like a 911 dispatcher? Nah, DOJ. Nah, I feel that. Do you want to become a real dispatcher one day? Like, is that like a career path or something you might go down? Currently in college for law enforcement. Nice. That's admirable. I've thought about going into law enforcement, but I don't know. I don't know if I could shake it. Like, I don't know if I could, like, actually, you know, go through and I don't know if I'd actually be able to. I don't know, put up with being in law enforcement or make it through the academy. But I'd definitely try it, like a dispatcher for like a state patrol agency. I think that would be kind of fun. I think that would be super cool. I've sat in and I've seen our local dispatchers and I don't want to work there. I don't want to work anywhere locally. Locally would be cringe. Just because the county department is so underfunded and like if it wasn't popular in like the 80s, they don't, you know. If it wasn't popular and like the technology didn't exist in the 80s, they don't have it. So, if it's newer than like 1984, they don't have it. It's just like lack of calls around here, or what do you mean? How do they not do shit? Just lack of calls or lack of need for them? Which one? Yeah, there's nothing that goes on in my little town. There's things that go on in my little town, like there's deputy sheriffs that basically want to be Georgia State Patrol and sit on the interstate all day and do nothing. There's those kinds, but I think most of the kind of calls that come out in my local county, and I know this just by listening to the scanner, are domestic violence calls. You also have cows getting out on the roadway, and you have like the occasional like front door alarm, burglary alarm that turns out to be absolutely nothing. So, you know, my town has a lot of drug busts. Oh, that's, I don't know. I feel like drug busts would be super dangerous. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be super dangerous. I don't know, drug busts just don't really seem to be my thing. I feel like I would be terrible at them. Not around here, people are doped out of their minds, to be honest. Well, there's a town that's nearby me that's kind of like that. They're doped out of their minds, too. There are a handful that do. Total handful that are. However, most of them are just normal people. Most of them are just straight up normal people. You know, that don't do crazy shit or don't do priorities.
User in your channel timed out.
Most of my sibs are normal. Considering I'm one of them. I guess I'm kind of lucky about that, I guess. I'm trying to get into Red M. Red M's cool. Honestly, Red M is... I've recently gotten into it as I've started streaming like a lot more. Getting back into Red M. I used to be into Red M more than I am like currently. I used to try to get into it, but I was always like afraid of like, I was always afraid to like get in and be completely afraid, not know anybody, and just be like, I don't know how to do it. And Wild West, honestly, Wild West is cool if you, I would say the one thing that I would do differently about joining Wild West is make sure that you join it with somebody that you trust to like get you in. You don't have Red Dead. You gotta get Red Dead. You can't get just the online version. You have to get the you have to get the full like actual story mode version. But once you get it, it's not hard. It isn't that hard at all. It works. It just easily works. But I'd say, you know, Red Dead is cool, and especially Wild West RP, which is the community I'm streaming right now. It's really cool. The one thing that I would do different is I would find somebody that I knew in the server, like that was already in the server, and I would get them to show me around. Because I was in Wild West for like, I don't know. I was in it for like 3 or 4 months, and I got in the server, would load in, and would be like, well, what do I do now? Like, where do I go from here? Like, what do I do now? Like, once I've gotten in, I've got accepted. And I'd be like, what's my next step? Because I could never figure it out. It is on sale right now, but I don't have the cash. Well, I don't know how much it normally is. I think it was when I first bought Red Dead. Of course, I bought it first on... No, I've always had it on PC. I've never had it on, like, PS anything. I was a console person before I went to PC gaming and stuff, but when I bought it, it was like 60 or 70. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't too terribly bad. Like, it was expensive. It was one of the more expensive games, but it wasn't, like, the most expensive. My friend T was in Wild West RP. She was in Wild West, and I thought, like, when I first joined it, I thought she was gonna like show me around, but I don't think we like ever like got our time zones to sync up. We never could get our like time zones together, and like, you know, you're awake when I'm awake, and I'm awake when you're awake, and we could never get them together just because of work schedules and things. So she was gonna show me around, and eventually I just gave up with it. I didn't leave the server, but I just gave up with it, and you know, it isn't bad. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Could be way worse. But, you know, I've never played, like, I've played Red Dead Online before, but I've never played the whole story mode. Like, I've never played the entire story mode. Honestly, I like getting into a game that's, like, the modded version of it way before. I'd rather get into like the modded version than I had like suffer through the story mode. Because honestly, during the story mode, I'm just like, can I get to the like RP side of it? And of course, during a story mode, you don't ever get the like RP side of things. Like ever. And so that's why I was like, yeah, something's gotta be better. Gotta do something better. So funny thing is, like, I joined Wild West RP and I got into Wild West and could never figure out what to do other than like a little bit of socializing with people. Very little socializing with people because I wasn't very social. I was very like introverted, which I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of am, but kind of introverted and didn't want to like jump right into something. But kind of hung around the outsides and hung around and seen what was going on and determined if I was interested in it. And I eventually just said, I'm just gonna have to admit my stupidity, go up to somebody and ask them the dumb questions. And eventually I did ask them the dumb questions. I asked them the super dumb questions and figured out my answers. And now I'm happy in Wild West. I have no issues with being in Wild West. Like, I have no issues with, you know, any people that I've seen or that you interact with on a daily or anything like that. I never have any issues. I do want to go download. I got a form that came in to me from a friend that I met in game last night. It's got the map of like where all the horses are in different places. And what kind they are and things like that. There's so many. There's so many choices for different kinds of horses. I don't know. They kept saying get a Mustang. Get a Mustang or get like a, what was the other kind they told me to get? There were some others that they told me that they would be a good kind to get, but I don't remember. Manzita Post. There's a no coda there. I'm looking at my my map of like where the other horses are on the other monitor. Ooh, somebody said something like a red chestnut at the Braithwaite Manor for $250. Honestly, I kind of think the most expensive horses are probably the better horses. I don't know. I kind of think the more expensive ones are probably the better ones. Where the hell is Brandywine? Where the hell is Brandywine on the map? Because I have no clue where Brandywine is. I've never heard of the location before. Ever. Fort Mercer, where's Brandywine? Rathskeller Fork, Twin Rocks, McFarland's Ranch. Where is Brand? Okay, no Manzita. I know where that's at. That's near Blackwater. And those are in New Austin. Or there was like a really expensive one. Like a $300 one over there. Yeah, the Nokota. The Nokota. I just gotta figure out like which one I want. Because if I have $300 in my pocket, I have enough to get a horse. A good horse. Any horse I want. I know where Braithwaite is, but I gotta figure out like where I want to. I don't know, they said the Arabians are like very skittish. So I don't know if I want to like spend that kind of money on one. I don't know if I want to go to Brandywine, or I might honestly go down to Nokota. Kind of horse is that? Ooh, it's a pretty horse. It's pretty, but I don't know if it's the style that I want. Hi, Allison. Hi. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I'm looking at horses. I'm looking at the map that somebody gave me of like, or the little table layout of where some horses are. And I'm trying to figure out like which one I want. Which one do I want? Because I definitely have enough to buy a good horse. Yeah, I almost have $300. When I get up to 300, I think I'm going to stop and I'm going to go buy one of those horses. There's a thoroughbred down in Blackwater. Could totally buy a thoroughbred. It's only $162. Or there's a Mustang, which is in Monto's Rest, which apparently that's probably near, I'm gonna guess it's near Strawberry just because it's laid out on the map, or the thing near Strawberry. Monto's Rest, where is that at? I don't know where that's at. Aha, right here. Okay. I think. And that one's $220. I think I'm gonna buy that horse. It's a Mustang. It's Red Dun Overo. Mustang Red Dun Overo. I don't know what that means as far as like horse terms are. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm looking at the pictures of it and oh my god, that's such a pretty horse. That is a really pretty horse. For $220 too. I'm doing 45 cents per pick though. And I have enough. Oh, I'm probably dropping fucking tobacco now. Oh, I have 354 on me. Did they fix the limit that like, I know before like you'd get to a certain point and you could not hold anymore tobacco. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get a, I'm gonna have to write down what guns I want to buy. Like, I also have a notepad here with like things that Emily knows, people that Emily knows, and people that Cassidy knows. I'm gonna have to write down here Cassidy. Oh crap, I think I spilled some wine on my notepad. It's all stained. And it's purple too. Definitely spilled a little bit of wine on that. Was I getting kind of crazy? Probably. I was watching this quick little Instagram picture. I was just writing with a fountain pen because I'm kind of one of those people that only writes with fountain pens. I'm really weird as far as that's concerned. Like I want to write with a nice ass pen and I write with fountain pens. But I was seeing a thing where King Edward was sorry, King Edward? No, King Edward. Why did I say Edward? King Charles was writing with a fountain pen and it got all over him. Like the pen leaked on him. And he's like, this friggin' thing, it happens every friggin' time. And I didn't mean to, I just thought of that when I picked up this fountain pen. I'm gonna write down Josephine's name as somebody that Cassidy knows. Cassidy definitely knows Josephine. Because I've met her like multiple times now.
User in your channel timed out.
So, I know where I'm gonna go buy horses. And if I'm spending $220 on a horse, it's kind of enough for a horse. Like, it's a good amount for a horse. However, there is a, I want to go look at this other this other breed, which is called a Dutch warm blood. However, that kind of looks kind of, I don't know. I don't know, that one's kind of, no, it's kind of looking kind of albino. Honestly. Be laughed at with that horse. Be honestly laughed at. I mean, but it's gotta be better than this Morgan that I'm riding with, this Morgan. I've had a Tennessee Walker before, they're not great. Missouri Foxtrotter. Buckskin Brindle. I don't know, I've had a Tennessee Walker before and on another character and they're not great. They're not that great. I'm not gonna lie, they're not great. Also seeing that Arabian. I don't know about that one. That's a white horse. Somebody warned me and said that you get the Arabian, they can buck you. They're more keen to buck you because they get scared real quickly. I'm gonna look up the Ardennes Strawberry Roan breed that I have here. That's not a bad looking horse. That one's not terrible. But I feel like I don't know. I don't really want that one to be my primary, like, giddy up horse. Just looking at some of the other, like, more expensive ones. And then you have the ones that live in the snow. Then you have the really snowy boys. And those snowy boys are pretty, but they're like, they're different. They're just different. They're just built different. I don't know. I feel like that's the one you'd wear if you're I feel like that would be something that Emily would drive. Emily would drive that kind of horse. $1,000% something Emily would drive. Would buy. And ride as opposed to Cassidy. I don't know though, the Arabian looks so pretty. And it's $325. No more pocket space. I'm dropping them on the floor now. Yikes, I don't want to do that. I want to put it on the... Wait, they upped it up to like 500? Oh, 390. Okay. It's usable though. Let's pick these up though. Pick these up and get them off the floor. How long have I been dropping them? Have no idea. Probably been dropping... Oh, not long. Not long at all. I think. No, I've not been dropping them that long at all. Good. That Arabian is so pretty. But is it a horse that like a deputy would have? I don't know. Then I gotta go get some guns. Oh no, I don't really want to spend 300 on a horse. Or 325 on a horse. In a place called Brandywine that I don't even know where it's at. It's near Annisburg, I would think. It's over here near Annisburg. Brandywine Drop. That's where you can get the really pretty horse. I don't know. Should I grind all the way up there and pay $325 for a horse? Or should I stick with the thoroughbred that I was going to go buy? There's so many different choices that you could buy. I could just go with a Mustang. Just go with the Mustang and go with it. And I may even have enough left over for a good gun. At least, like, a pistol. So I could have at least some type of gun on my hip or something. That would be cool. Run around with something on my hip. I want to get as close to like 300 here as I can. Get as close to like 300 and then go do it and go buy it. I make about $1 a minute here, which isn't terrible. I could be so much worse off right now. Like, finish this row and I'll have $300. A good 300 to finish out the row. Alright, I should have enough now to go buy something, yes. Actually, if I do one more pick, I'll have, like, enough, right? I'm just kind of, I don't know. I want the full 300. Alright, I'm going to sell this stuff and get a horse. Where I'm going right now. I'm gonna tell Josephine goodbye though. I'm gonna tell Josephine that I'm gonna go bye-bye. Alright, I think I'm gonna go horse shopping.
Sounds good. I wish you luck.
Yep, you stay safe. See ya.
You too. See ya.
I may pick out a new outfit for her too. I don't know yet. Haven't fully decided yet, so. But I'm definitely not keeping this horse as my primary. She was good to get me by. She was a very good horse to get me by. She was $80. She was, you know, a horse. But she's definitely not the horse for me. Not the horse for me. So I'm gonna go head out into Santony, sell this tobacco, and then get out and go horse shopping. You know, while my pockets are fully loaded, full of cash. I wish the railroads still went, though. I wish the railroad, because, like, you could, GTA Online, GTA, you could, in RDR Online, you could get on, like, the railroad and just whistle for your horse, and it would still keep coming to you. Even while you're riding the railroad. Like, you could ride the train and the horse would just follow you. As opposed to, like, the horse, you know, getting on, like, something else and running off or trying to go underneath the train and getting squished. It's a covered wagon. I've never seen one of those come across the road before. I learned the other day that players can actually rent those things. So you see one driving around, you're like, oh, that's an AI. Not always. Not always. Getting down here and seeing the cicadas, hearing the cicadas buzzing and buzzing and buzzing more. Makes you kind of wonder. Makes you kind of realize you're getting way down here. Strolling into the big factory that is Santorini. Very big factory farming town, or very big like processing industrial center. I think it's all the way down here at the end by the general store. I think. But also, how do you sell a horse? Are you able to sell this horse? If I can remember how to get to the market. I'm gonna guess that's a heck no. Because it probably is. I feel like I'm getting kind of close to the market though. Like I've been here enough to know where the market is. And I'm not like super new to it. It's definitely not the right place to go to the market though. Oyster bar. No, I went too far. If I've come that way, I went too far. There it is. It's right there. Not as dumb as I thought I was. I'm gonna just be a boss and ride our horse up in there. Ride our little horse right up in there. It's like there's nobody else here. Why not, you know? Let's sell this stuff. $9. And then there's a bunch on the horse. Here's like $3.90. It's as much as I can stack on this horse. $78 more. Holy crap. Alright, so this new horse is in the place where I've marked it, so we're gonna head our butts that way and go try to get us a horse. Get us a better horse at least. Just to make sure that I'm not crazy. I am going to the right place, right? I'm not going to the $300 horse. No, I am going to the really expensive horse. I want to go to the one by here. Over here. Over here. That's where that stable is. Probably gonna get screwed for like running through backyards and things with alligators, but you know. This is Santony, so. I'm scared to see how much cash I have on me right now. A dangerous amount. 387. It's called grinding. Wild West seems fun. Wild West is fun.
Buddy in your channel timed out.
You just have to know kind of what you're doing. If you know what you're doing in Wild West, then you're gonna do great. There's no training involved either, which kind of I don't personally like that part. I wish that they would kind of train you and kind of groom you and kind of show you how to do things. But once you figure that part out, you're pretty straightforward. Thing is, you just have to have somebody to go with that's like that you trust, or that you know that you can find in character that's a cool person. Hi, Strika. Strika. I'm not sure. Happy. Thank you though for subscribing or following. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Every follow helps. Thank you. But yeah, that's the only like thing that I would suggest to be like a suggestion for improvement is there needs to be training, because without training I'm just like, what do I do? And I just ask stupid questions in character too. That's a gator, let's not go towards him. We have no way to defend ourselves against gators. Let's not just run right over them. Don't really want to get eaten by a gator. Oh good, I'm gonna go the weird way. Just put in an application to Wild West, hope it gets approved. Yay! Well, good luck. I hope it gets approved too. You'll enjoy it. If you get into Wild West, you'll enjoy it. And you have no gun. Yeah, I have no gun. You start off with $125 in your bank account, or in your pocket, I guess, and you have to go figure out what to do from there. No, I have no gun, and I have like the crappiest horse you could possibly have. But then again, I just started her character yesterday. She's gonna go be a deputy, so she's gonna want to become, you know, law enforcement eventually. And if I can get her, you know, become law enforcement and really like live it up as Cassidy Delta, I'll do good. I'll do really good. But yeah, good luck on Wild West application. I think that's cool. Always looking for more people to join. Are you new to the server? So my story with Wild West starts back in like January of 2001. 2021, I'm sorry. And I joined it, but I didn't really know what to do. Like, I felt so confused that I didn't play it at all. I really started getting into it like about a month ago. So I'd say I'm about a month new into the server. I was in the server before, but I had no clue what I was doing. I had no clue how to use any of the scripts and things. And I didn't know what I was doing. But now that I'm pretty, like, I'm pretty more knowledgeable about it. Like, I'm definitely not knowledgeable on everything. Like, I don't know everybody, but I know a handful of people, and those people are turned out to be really super helpful for me. Is it a hard learning curve? No. It's not a hard learning curve because everybody's super patient with you and everybody's like super willing to teach you. They kind of take a learning as you go approach. So you don't learn how to do everything in like a training and thought and stuff, but you get like the basics. And so if you get like the basics figured out, you can go do a lot of things. So is it a hard learning curve? No. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. How's it going? I could learn it, so it wasn't a steep learning curve, and I'm terrible at learning things. You want me to hydrate? Okay, fine. Fine. I have water for that very reason. But yeah. No, Wild West is super fun. You'll find people, you'll learn how to like, you'll learn how to talk the like Wild West lingo. Hydration is key. Hydration is key. See, if I had a gun right now, I'd blast this deer in the head, but I kinda can't. Kinda can't do that right this minute. Headed to Blackwater? I think I am headed near Blackwater. Just chase the deer into the water. I did. Super hard. Chase the deer straight in the water. But yeah, Allison, I have no gun for right now, but can you run them over? You can run them over. Can you run them over with your horse? Yes, you can. However, you're gonna ruin the, like, if you can catch up to them, then go right ahead and run them over. But you're gonna instantly like go down to like 1 star, and you're not gonna get like a good pelt out of it. Whereas if you could shoot him in the head with like a bow and arrow, or shoot him with a gun in the head, then you get a perfect pelt and you can cure him and make real good stuff. And you get a perfect medium pelt, you get like $5. So I definitely hope when I get over here, I hope I get enough money for I hope I get enough money for a rifle. I want a like large rifle. If I get a long rifle, I'm good. Because then I can, you know, pay for it with hunting. Or a repeater. Repeater would not be bad either. But I need to write down the rifle prices and kind of guess my goal. Then I'll be good. And then say, you know, 50 to 100 bucks on ammo. Then I'll be all Gucci to go become a deputy. And I need to cross right here, but I think it's way too deep. Yep, we're taking the bridge on this one. Need to cross, but I need to take the bridge. Because without that bridge, I think I'm gonna drown. My horse is gonna become incapacitated and just drowned. We're gonna take the massive bridge. Look, I don't think I had the only, I don't think I was the only one that had this idea. Howdy. Give the standard greeting of howdy. Some people speak back, some people don't. All depends. God, I would hate to be going over this bridge and there could be a train coming or something. Trains don't run in the state, but boy, if they did, you'd be fucked. You'd be fucked real hard. I just need to find where that place for this horse is. Because ideally there's some buildings on the map. Ooh. Not go down that way. Ideally, there's some spots over here. I think I'm also gonna stop here and fill my canteen. Because this water is so pretty. So pretty and blue. And like clear. And you gotta drink while I'm here. The game is pretty. Yeah, this game is so pretty. This game is so dang pretty. I want to get back on my horse, not drink more water. Probably gonna have to go around to the other side to get on the horse. Yeah, I've always thought that Red Dead is so pretty without any kind of graphics mods or anything. It's still so pretty. Alright, there's gotta be a way across this big creek thing. How long have you been a part of this Wild West thing? I've been a part of it since January of 2021. However, I just kind of started coming around it like more than like around a month ago. So I'm still pretty new about it. I would definitely say that I'm one of the newer people. It's like newer to learn how things go. It's definitely a learning. It is a learning curve, but it's not like a crazy hard learning curve.
User in your channel timed out.
And if you've played enough like Red Dead Online, you get the gist of how the basic mechanics and stuff work. Fuck, there's wolves and I can't, there's wolves and I tell you what, I can't shoot them. I can't shoot the wolves. I can't shoot wolves. I cannot shoot for wolves. I cannot shoot wolves or anything. I have gotta go. I've gotta go and not get bucked off. Fuck me. Fuck me! How can I fight off a pack of wolves? How can I fight off a pack of fucking wolves? I cannot fight off a pack of fucking wolves! I have no firearm or anything here. I cannot fight off a whole pack of wolves myself. I'm a fucking badass if I can, though. I'm a fucking badass if I can fight off a whole pack of wolves. Holy shit. Holy crap. Oh my god. I fought off a whole pack of wolves? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was absolutely so concerned for that. Like, how did I fight him off? But I'm injured. I'm injured really badly. I'm injured and I'm hurt and I'm gonna bleed out if I don't get something. My arm's all beat up. Holy crap. Scared the living shit out of me. Honestly, I thought Cassidy was gonna die right there. I thought she was gonna die. What the fuck? I've gotta get to a medical center. I've gotta get to a doctor. Surely there's a doctor up here somewhere. Surely there's a doctor up here or something. Oh my god. I'm gonna bleed out. Hang on. Takes coat off back of horse and wraps around bleeding arms. Holy shit. I have got to get up here to the doctor. Jesus Christ. I have no gun or anything. I just get bucked off my horse and I'm just like, fight the wolves. Fight the wolves. But she's hurting. She's definitely hurting. I had so little life left. I hope I don't run up on any more wolves. I really don't want to fight wolves. I really don't want to fight any more wolves. Holy bananas. Literally thought I was gonna be dead there. Doctor! Doctor! Please tell me there's a doctor in town. Please tell me there's a doctor somewhere. Somewhere. Please tell me there's a doctor somewhere. Am I gonna have to ride into fucking Valentine to find a doctor? I swear to God, I'm gonna have to ride into Valentine. Is there a doctor? Can somebody call a doctor? Hello? Hello, help! 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 Help!
Light you aside.
She's a local, fuck. She's a local, fuck me. I'm gonna have to ride to fucking Valentine. Oh, my arms! Oh. Ow. 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 Help. Help. Somebody. Anybody help. Anybody? I'd love to hydrate right now, but kinda can't. Kinda dying here. Help! Help! Somebody! Help! Oh, my arms! Oh! 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 Help! Somebody. I don't know, I feel like if I stick on the railroad, I'm gonna be safer. I'm gonna ride through Wallace Station. I can stick to the railroad. And I'll be safer than going straight to Valentine. Or will I? Or try to cross that damn river? Oh, God. Help! Help! I need help! I need help! 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 Ugh. Alright, back this way, because we gotta go on the tracks. Help! 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 Oh, they're both locals. Where's the way out of here? Help! Can somebody help me? God, I don't want to run into a grizzly or something. Help! Help! Anybody hear me? Jeez, where do I go from here? Gonna go to the flatter areas. Help! 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 The guy didn't even care. The guy didn't help or care. Help! Help me. Oh, can somebody help me? Oh. Oh. You act like locals are gonna help me. Well, you have to kind of RP it that way. You kind of have to RP it as if locals are real people that are gonna help you. And then they don't, because locals are, you know, are IRL, real people. They're people. You have to kind of RP that locals do see things and locals do like take note of things. Help! 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 I was attacked by wolves. Is there a doctor?
I can be a doctor. Let's at least get you taken care of and looked at. Come on.
Oh.
Mr. Thomas, I'm gonna need your help because we're gonna have to make this fast. You sound familiar, man. What's your name?
My name's Cassidy.
Cassidy?
Yeah.
Cassidy what?
Delta.
Huh?
Delta.
I have no fucking clue. I just had it so loud.
Delta. Delta.
Dava.
Delta.
Okay. Alright. We'll just go with
I've
Cassidy.
met you before, Cassidy.
Alright. Have a seat. Please.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas is gonna look you over. I'm gonna go grab the supplies.
You focus on me, Kelsey. Have a conversation with me while this happens, yeah? Take your mind off of it. Where do I know you?
Oh, what do you mean? Where do you know me?
Heard your voice before.
I don't, maybe?
Craig and Murdoch, that name ring a bell?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I was sitting on the floor. Okay.
I recognize her, I don't know.
I had to sit down.
Or are you hunting?
No, I was going to buy a new horse, and these wolves. I couldn't barely get up on my horse. I don't know what happened. It just came out of nowhere, and they took bites at me. And they took bites at me and dragged me into the mud, and I kicked 3 of them in the face. And they got my arms. It hurt so bad.
Alright.
What was your last name again?
Delta. Delta.
Yeah, like Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta.
Yeah.
Alright, pay attention to me. I have to ask you to take off your jacket and roll up your sleeves for me.
Do you need me to grab anything?
Oh. Alright.
Oh.
It just hurts so bad.
Okay, so it looks like it's bite marks, but let's see how deep they are. And for bite marks, I don't think we can really do, unless it like ripped flesh. I don't think we're really gonna be able to do much besides just bandage it up and clean out the wound.
I'm gonna go to Rhodes, I think. Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it felt like they bit me to the bone, and
Okay.
it just like ripped and pulled and yanked and
Yeah, I got it. All right, so what we're gonna do is, looks to be 3 marks that I'm concerned about, 3 specific bites, or cuts from the tooth. I'm gonna focus on,
Hey Theo, do you need me to grab anything?
yeah, if you could start prepping a needle with cat gut, we're really gonna have to step this through. We might have to continue, lay our head down after. Okay, no, it's pretty simple. All right, it doesn't look to be any muscle tear, so what we're gonna do is prep that real quick, and I'll prep another one. And ma'am, you're gonna have to bear with us. Maybe if you got like a bottle of whiskey or something, take a swig, because we're gonna try to do this 2 at once.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
don't
it's gonna
care
suck.
yet.
I got a flask.
This is, I have to think, this is before the days of like a lot of like
There we go.
grabs needle and strings cat
Alright,
gut. What
whenever
is
you're ready,
cat
ma'am.
gut?
I got a needle ready. He's got a needle ready. We're gonna do 2, and then you'll leave you with 1 more cut. We'll take
Okay.
care of, and then wrap it.
Just do it. If you're gonna do it, just do it.
Wait, hold on.
kind of burns. It kind of burns. A bit.
Yeah, try drinking a little bit of that. Might make you feel a little bit better.
Okay, looks like we cleaned the wound. Alright. You ready, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Ow.
I know, just hold it together. Time is of the essence.
Oh.
I know,
need
you're
some of
doing
that
great,
liquor.
dear.
I need some of that liquor.
There you go.
Thank you. I love how the cure for pain is alcohol. I love that. Like the cure of the
Okay, fantastic.
I know, hold on.
If you need a hand, Theodore, just say.
I'm sorry.
No, I think we got this. Thank you, though.
You got it? Yeah, okay.
I remember when I was attacked by wolves. Nasty business.
Yeah.
We're gonna find if there are walk styles in here. There probably are.
Yeah, they aren't the nicest per se.
No. There. I never want to
Are
see
you
them
went-
again.
Why not?
Are there walk styles you can have? There are walk styles.
Alright. Cleaning the wound real quick.
Wait, you can put facial expressions on too? What? Can I really do that in these close ass quarters? Ow, 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 ow. That burns a lot.
That's fine. That means it's doing its job, keeping out infection.
Yeah, Theo, when you're done, can you hand me some of that too? Better.
I'll send out.
Yep, yep.
Someone. Yeah, I think I'm back. Yeah, you gotta wake up and rest, so. Don't wanna have a alone issue like that, you know? Be careful. Be
Oh.
fucking into
Oh.
rat.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright. Alright.
I guess it's better than getting infected.
Yeah, trust me. Whole lot better.
Yeah.
Alright. You are all good to go.
Okay, can you help me up?
Yeah, no problem.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna put all this stuff back.
What do I owe you?
Oh, you don't know, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nothing?
Oh, you're alright.
Okay, and
Happens to the best of us.
how do I, just care for it normally?
Theodore might be able to help you a bit more with that. I'm still, well, I guess you could say in training, I guess, so.
Okay. Okay.
We can't really prescribe you nothing, but
Right. Thank you guys so much.
Yep.
I didn't think
You're
I was
good to
gonna
go.
make it. You guys have a good one.
there as well.
Me too.
I'm staying away from those
Take care,
damn
You
wolves.
feel better, lady.
I will. I'm staying away from those wolves. I feel like I'm a shitty actress. I feel like I'm really bad at being an actress. You stay away from those wolves, lady. Lady. It's almost like they were questioning my name, though. It's almost like they were questioning my name, like, is your name actually Cassidy? Or are you somebody else? It's almost like they know Emily. But yeah, I'm Cassidy, the rich girl now, who almost got Line the Chair's arm. There's so many little houses, like little rooms. Is there anything in here? Halfway decent? Anything? There's nothing. There's nothing that like spawns in there or anything. Well, the storm is about to hit, so I'm gonna throw it into intermission really quickly, and we'll be back here in just a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Hello! Welcome back. Sorry for taking forever. I took a little bit of a break, sorry. Had to go get something done really quickly and gather a little cheese kitty. But I am back. And I'm gonna go by the general store. Right across the street and go buy some better clothes.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You feeling any better?
After a rest, yeah. I'm definitely gonna get rid of this like hole torn jacket. Like, good. I'm in the fucking thing. This coat needs to go. Sure, we need to find a better one. This looks more prim and proper for her. I don't know, something like that would be kind of cool. Like a vest that doesn't clip very much. Like something that doesn't clip. I need something that doesn't clip really badly. and looks super bad. Cheddar, if you don't get away from the door, I'm gonna have a problem with you. Stop it. Stop it, Cheddar. Cheddar's my kitty cat, but Jesus Christ, he can be a pain in the butt sometimes. He can be an overall pain in the butt sometimes. Like a lot. I want to find a better shirt that doesn't, like, clip so badly.
He's getting better at cursing now, I'll give her that. When you curse, it doesn't sound like you're trying to curse now. It's nice.
What? I blame you guys. Oh.
Find a prettier shirt that just kind of...
Alright,
the shirts don't match best. They don't vibe together.
Oh. How do I?
Hey, how you feeling? I've heard what happened.
Oh, yeah. Feeling better because the cat taking care of me and whatnot.
Yeah, I got really bad news.
What?
You know Mav, right?
Yeah, I was sending him telegrams last night, but I only saw his latest one from him because that whole thing with me getting shot kind of screwed me checking telegrams.
He's dead. He died this morning.
How you mean?
Firing line.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, somebody died. Don't know who, but somebody died.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Somebody got really mad.
This morning, you said?
Yeah. Just before the previous storm, not the one that just passed.
Oh, yeah. Fucking firing line. They ain't done him enough good with putting him into your goddamn coma, of course, so.
I need to figure out more things here.
I heard he was going up to Mount Hagen last night, and then he went silent on me. I guess now I know why.
Yeah.
We know which ones?
I have no fucking idea.
Alright. Fuck. As if this new goddamn Viper gainer will not weren't enough. Now we gotta deal with fucking fire line doing even more shit. Even with Delgado passing, I
don't even know what they're talking about.
Fucking even. This bullshit.
Told
have
you they were fucking Hydra.
No idea what
Cut
they're
one
talking
head,
about.
3 more appear.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm gonna need to ride for a little bit to Emerald, and I'll probably be back. If you need me, you let me know, okay?
All right. That sounds good to me. Telegram Scarlet. I'll tell her the news as well.
She knows.
All right. That's good. Well, I guess depends on what you consider good. Ain't none of us good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Tomorrow we might have a visit from 2 we haven't seen from a while, though.
Which ones?
Lachlan and Ruben.
Shit. That'll be. They probably won't have the best time considering the state's on goddamn fire.
You're so
It'll
loud.
be good to see them.
Yeah. Anyway, you take care now. As I said, you need anything, you let me know.
Yeah, same for you.
I might have it down the road. I might just
Definitely gonna be getting a lot of names.
I don't know, that looks really good on her. Let's try a better hat too. Something that more matches her.
Complain for us to tell you that he said fuck off. He said that made us, for us to make him off his phone.
Ooh. She gonna wear that hat when she becomes a black, like when she becomes a white hat, she gonna wear that hat. It's gonna be pretty. Promise. It's gonna be really good. I just need to save her outfit. Oh, they don't cross character? That's wonderful. We're gonna save Cassidy one. Oh yay, so outfits don't cross in character? Don't cross from character to character? That's really cool.
Nothing.
Hello. Alright, I think we can go down to the stable and grab our horse. It's gonna be hilarious when I go sell her. Or can I even sell her? I don't know, but I still haven't bought that damn horse yet. Which is way down here at Montero's Rest. That's where I need to go. Honestly, I need a riding buddy. I need a riding buddy so the wolves don't get her again. That and I also need food. Getting food would be so nice right now. Some sort of sustenance would be so nice. Then if I have enough to buy a hunting rifle, then I go hunting, and that food problem will be a thing of the past. Mayhem says make you hydrate makes you go crazy. No, when he does it, because he spams that shit. Mayhem spams the fucking hydrate. He spams it like every moment he possibly can. Every 100 points he gets, he tries to make me like hydrate. So when he does it, yes, it makes me go crazy because he spams it so much in the chat that I almost want to be like, you know, just don't. And then I just stop it. I just stop answering him. And I just ignore him. Like that, yeah, exactly like that. Man spends so many points on my channel. I wish the man spent as many bits as he spent points. That would be awesome. Man's probably gonna go back and watch this video and be like, "Bitch." But you know what? It's true. If every time he spent 100 channel points on making me hydrate, he would spend 100 bits. He's so much better. Oh, I'm texting him? Text him. You should text him and be like, yeah, because, you know, you spam it so much, Cassie ignores him. And just makes you miss the, makes you just entirely like miss the spots and stuff, which is hilarious. And now he's sliding into my DMs. Now he's just sliding into those DMs like, no. We're not now. We're not doing that. We're gonna get a new horse. We're gonna get a brand new horse. And we're going to enjoy her. Is this the ranch thing they're talking about? This is the ranch thing they're talking about. Wait a minute. I can buy her? Straight from over here? Wait, this is the thing. For 220, that's the one, that's the Mustang that they were talking about. Holy moly. And she's so pretty. Do you work here? Do you work here, miss?
Kind of. What's up?
I was kind of looking to buy a horse.
Which kind do you need?
Well, I was looking at this Mustang over here. Well, can you tell me about the ones that you guys have?
The only one I really can tell you about is this Mustang, because I personally own one. Pretty damn good horse right there. Runs around 220, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Would you, just from your personal experience, would you buy a Mustang or would you buy an Arabian?
I have both. They're both decent good horses.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty. The Mustang here has a bit more stamina, I feel. They run about. They seem to get some for some reason. The Arabian looks to be able to run faster, but I don't know. For some reason, this one right here seems like it runs pretty damn fast. Honestly, for me, it was all personal, preference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you like the build of the Mustang or the build of an Arabian?
I like the build of a Mustang better. But at the same time, what would you think? Have you ever sold a horse to a deputy before?
I have not.
Okay. So I'm looking in the future to be employed by the sheriff's office. And I'm just kind of planning for my future. Do you think this would be a good fit for that job?
I believe it would be. That or a thoroughbred. I don't believe is over here.
Right. People have suggested a thoroughbred, or a Mustang, or an Arabian. Personally, I like the look of the Mustang better. Let me not die.
I know there's a thoroughbred down in Blackwater that has a really good look to him.
What color is he?
I want to say that one is like is a darker color. I can't remember the exact coloring. Has a beautiful horse. I think if they recommended those two breeds, honestly, that it's gonna come down to personal preferences. I do know though, the Arabian has really good agility. If you want an agile horse, definitely go Arabian.
It really is a hard decision to make. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and go with the Mustang.
Either way, it's a good choice.
Okay, thank you for your help.
No problem.
What do I name it? Somebody in the chat, name the horse. What do you want to name the horse? It's a pretty horse.
User in your
That's
channel
the one I'm
timed
gonna
out.
get, the Mustang. What would I name her? I want to name her after a friend. I want to name her. God, Ruby. And she's gonna be a female. Since you people didn't, name her fast enough, you don't have enough stable slots to purchase another horse. What? Then how do I get rid of this horse? How do I get rid of this horse too? How do I get more stable slots then? How do I make this horse go away? Yes, how to sell it, but how do you, I don't know how to do that in game yet. Wait, I could sell it. Hold on. Oh no, they sell wood. It's not how you sell the horse. Oh, this is a lumber yard. That's a lumber yard. That's not an actual stable. So, I'm gonna have to, could I store her? I could, and then go to the stable here. Look at the stables, and I want to look at manage and stable slots. How much do I currently have? $20? Ugh. Could I just sell the current slot that I have? Stable transfer. Release Claire to the wild. Bye. And then we buy this one. I guess you can't really sell them. I guess you can't really sell horses. Which is interesting that you're not able to do that. You just have to release them. Talk to the stable master to retrieve your horse. Okay. That was $220. Horses, and we'll retrieve Ruby. And then we'll go get her a saddle. I wonder what kind of saddles we have in here. Western? Ooh. $23 for a saddle. Leg flaps. What are the leg flap kinds? Ooh. Specialty? Oh my god. These are for the people that have real money. Those are for the people that have like oodles of money to spend. I don't know, I kind of like one of the Western ones. I kind of like that Western one because it matches her color so well. What's a good way to make money? So go into those fields that I was at earlier. That's a good way to make money. Yeah, that one. That is the good one. That's only $5.51. That's not bad. For a Mustang saddle. And I still have 162 left over in my pockets. Let's go. I have enough to go back into roads and maybe buy, or go back into like the gunsmith in Valentine and buy a and of course the tail is, you know, gone. I think that's just a glitch in Red M though. I want to store her away. Store her. And then retrieve her. Let's get Ruby. Now she has a tail again. And then I can even customize like her tail and stuff. I can customize her tail to be natural, to be long. I love the long tails. And then you can choose like what color you want her tail to be. I want her tail to be kind of white and brown. Ooh, that looks pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. For 50 cents? Hell yeah. You can have a blanket on her too. Blankets are not much. They don't cost much of anything. They don't cost that much. They're $5. They're not bad. I bought that blanket for her. And then I want to go look at there's some other things you can get on her. You can get a saddle horn, a custom saddle horn, which I would like a metal one, please. You can get like an eagle. I like one of these little tall ones. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, fuck me. I just punched her on accident. God damn it. That's what I don't like. There's no controller. There's not really controller support, which I love controllers. And even put a lantern around her. Which I'm sure is like a bunch of money. $0.69 for a lantern? That's doable. And then a holster. Not gonna do that. And then I think there was like a bridle. You could buy a bridle for her too. Yeah, they have different kinds of bridles in here too. Oh, that looks pretty. Super customized. Oh, I want to set her as my primary too. So that way, like, if I can, like, go to the stables, I can spawn her if I need to. And then, I guess this is stables. And then horses, Ruby, and then I'm going to set her as primary. Yay, Deputy Emily's got her a new horse. Hell yeah, that bridle matches your vest. Yeah, I know, I see that. That's why I picked it. That's why I picked it. Because this outfit with her, that's going to be perfect. Now, I'm going to ride back into Valentine and try to get a gun. Because I have $162 on me. And that way I can get some food. But I also need a cooking pan. Fuck. Need like a cooking pan to cook on the fire. I don't even need a cooking pan. But yeah, I'm gonna take a photo of her when I get back into like a good place. But holy crap, she's a nice horse. Oh my god, she's fast too. Good about not bucking and stuff. Alright, 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 alright. I want to brush her and get her all pretty. And increase the bond with her. And so future Deputy Cassidy has bought a horse, which is wonderful. I kind of can't wait to go be a deputy with her now. Oh my god, she's so fast. Right over the water like it's nothing. Okay, now I just need a gun. So she looks so pretty. Yeah, these two match really well together. The horse and the girl, they both look really good together. You need food. Could go to Braithwaite and get food. It's all the way out in Braithwaite though. I'm gonna need a gun and I'm gonna need ammo. How much cash do I have on me? 153. So I'm gonna buy the gun, but I'm not gonna have enough to buy like more ammo or anything. Because I think the gun's 165 or 150. If that's the case, then the gun can just wait and we'll just go grind. And we'll go grind for more stuff. Took me 2 full days of grinding just to get this horse. Took me so long to get her. She was an expensive horse, but I think she's gonna be worth it. And her name's gonna be Ruby. Her name is Ruby. Yeah, if I stroll up into Valentine, I'm gonna have enough either for the gun or for the horse, not for the both. What did you say was a good way to make money? So go into the tobacco fields, which I gotta go to in just a second. I gotta go to the tobacco fields, but I also need to go eat food for myself. Because my food bar is a little bit low right now. Lower than I want it to be. Because food bar means food bar is low, health is low. I want to go see the pricing of those guns. Just to see how much I'm going to actually need before I starve. Which I know those guns are right around here. Damn, there's nothing in Valentine. Wonder if there's like a robbery going on down there. Guy's kind of prancing around, so it might be like a robbery. Or something. Okay. So to get a good firearm, I'm definitely going to buy the Navy revolver. Just for my own safety and protection. So I'm gonna need a repeater and I'm gonna need a rifle. Oh, the bolt action rifle is 165. Oof. Okay. So the rifle is 165. The repeater is 150. The repeater, either get the Evans or the carbine. Although I think these other two will be the better one. Probably gonna go with the Litchfield, which is 150. Know for a fact I'm gonna need some other little things before I go splurging on the gun. I'm gonna need some other tools, like I'm gonna need the knife. The knife's a must-have. A lasso is also kind of gonna need. Probably gonna need. Lancaster is better in the main game. Okay. Then I'll buy a Lancaster when it comes down to it. And then a Navy revolver. I'm gonna need that too. Which I'm gonna go ahead and get the Navy revolver. And I'm gonna need ammo for that. But how much money do I have left? Hi, Plex. Not sure if that plays into it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it does either. Honestly, because I've never played the main game, so I don't know. And I got the Navy revolver. I just need revolver ammo. Which, I've got $38, so... I need some ammo. Good amounts of ammo. And I'm down to 1850. You don't know it, but 20 people are watching me watch you. Okay, nice. So I'm entertainment for other streamers. I like that. I like being entertainment for other streamers. It's cool. Binoculars would be nice to have. However, I have $18 and they're $15 and I don't want to spend that much kind of money right now. So, I know for a fact I need at least... Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Plex. I just bought a brand new horse, too. Look at her.
Hello there, ma'am.
Look at her. She's brand new. Her name's Ruby. She's a Mustang. Look at it. She's pretty. She's pretty. So that's my horse. And she's gonna be my horse. But I need to go eat. Should I just be like... Should I just be super cliche and instead of going to like earn food, just buy it? Also need to see how much that damn salt is, because I need salt. Gonna need salt to make jerky. Salt's gonna be very, very handy. And they're 25 cents, so I can get like, let's get like, well, let's get like 8 salts. I just bought potatoes. Fuck. Meant to buy salt. Okay, cool. I wouldn't hurt it to buy it first, then you can earn it back up, yeah. Yep, well, I at least have potatoes now. If I have potatoes, I can at least eat those. Those potatoes, I can eat those. Don't make me fat, but I can eat them. Oh, they don't do much for your fucking hunger, do they? They don't do like jerky does. Holy crap. And that is not my horse. Oops. They don't do much for your hunger. This meat over here will. Yeah, just like that, I ran out of those potatoes. Yeah, let's not buy straight potatoes. You know, I probably should have cooked them first in a pot, but you know. Just gonna buy a... I know what I can make. I know what I can make out of this stuff, and I can make mature venison. So if I have 8 of those, and I take 8 of those with salt, I can definitely make stuff. 8.55 is what's in my pocket right now, so I can probably come over here to this free, like... There's a free pot over here. They don't need a pan. I don't even think you need a pan. There's one over here. You can just come over here, and I think by this... There's a fire pit over here, too. Where you can just use it here. Here. Do I need a cooking pan for this? I don't know if I do or not. No, this is the free cooking pot. Yes! This is the free one. So take 8 pieces of venison. Oh. 8 pieces... What? 8 pieces of venison, 8 salt. Craft it. I'm gonna be making so much fucking jerky over here. Hi, Mayhem. What's up? Hey, do me a solid, Mayhem. Drop that Discord. Drop that Discord, Mayhem. Here you go. You guys can come chill in the Discord if you want. Make a lot of new friends. Now that I'm over here cooking some jerky, I know how to make jerky. That's about the only food I know how to make. I'm sure there are other recipes, but I don't know them. I don't know them at all. Cook and craft all this and make jerky. Once I make jerky, I'll be able to like survive forever. As long as I have enough, I think I have enough. I'm out, right? I'm out of stuff. Yeah, I'm out of stuff. And now I've got 24 pieces of jerky to do whatever I want to with. So now I have room, I have food for myself, and I have food for my horse. And so now I can head back over to the place and I can show you where I can make money. Because once you've ground like enough, you've ground enough to get a gun, to get other things. Now you can, oh, I need to load the gun. Don't forget to load the gun, kids. If you don't go around with a loaded gun, kids, you're gonna have a problem. Uh-oh. Probably should just take one at a time and load the ammo. Bling, 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 bling. Load the ammo. You can put this in like your gun belt. You can load multiple in here. Ivy told me this. You can load multiples in your gun. Which is kind of cool that you can load all this ammo right in your gun. And now your gun will shoot forever. It'll shoot for a long time. And you'll get more ammo and stuff, which is cool. So new horse? Yes, her name's Ruby. I bought a brand new horse. And she's so pretty. I bought a brand new horse, and she's a Mustang. I met up with some people yesterday down in Rhodes, and they said, well, if you wanted to become a deputy, you're gonna need a horse, and you're gonna need a Mustang. Getting a Mustang would be so good for you. So now, Emily's got a gun, and Emily, goddammit. Cassidy's got a gun, and Cassie's got a horse. And I take care of that horse and brush her. And she's a Mustang, so she's like super fast. She's really fast and really good. Also, you sent your minion over here to mess with me. You sent your minion to try to make me hydrate, and I taught him what happens when you do that to me. When you make him hydrate so much. Who? Your minion. Your minion guy. There was a guy here a minute ago. What was his name? Fuck. Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. Kyle got to learn what happens when you make me constantly hydrate. Yeah, I just told him I'm not doing it anymore. We used to go to high school together. Oh. Used to go to high school with Kyle. Oh, there it is. Well, you sent your guy to like bother me, and it didn't really get through to me, so. So yeah, I win. I win again. So let's head out, and I can do some hunting, but I'd rather like he's a Wii player. Okay. I'd rather do some hunting, or do hunting with a hunting rifle. I need to go grind for that rifle and that repeater. Which, when you add 165 plus 150, I need $350. Yep, that's how much I need in my pockets right now. So I need like 350, and I have currently 8. So I've got a little grind to go do. And then once I get 350, all I gotta do is put on that pretty white hat, and then I'm a deputy. Well, I haven't got accepted yet, but as far as like showing up and being prepared to do your job, I'm gonna be pretty prepared. Got a lasso? Do I know how to use it? No. That guy Kyle. Hi. Welcome back, Ree. Yeah, Mayhem likes to Ree so much. You can definitely tell you're friends with him, so. You're friends with Mayhem because he always rees. Nothing but Ree in the chat, always. So yeah, so let me explain to you, Kyle, my relationship with Mayhem. I'm the girl that Mayhem simps over on the internet. Mayhem's he just simps over me on the internet. Yeah, so I fought off a pack of wolves. Yes, there was a pack of wolves that were trying to fuck with me as I was going to buy this horse, and my other horse bucked me off, and I kicked 3 of them in the face. The other 2 fucked off. So I kicked them in the face and got away. I wish I could have harvested their pelts, or cut them up, but I didn't have a knife to cut them up with. And then I had to limp into town and like cry because my arms were broken. My arms were like not broken, but they were bitten. And they were bitten kind of badly, so I had to roll into town and do that. So you know, it's been a day for Cassidy Delta. Poor Cassidy Delta has just been thriving. And you know she's got her blonde locks because yes. Because why wouldn't she? And her brown hat that's someday gonna turn into a white hat. I want to go show the guy that showed me this stuff. I want to show him that I took his advice and bought a good horse. Come on, you're gonna walk forward like you're gonna hitch him, but you're not gonna hitch him? Okay. You're not gonna hitch straight to the ground? Come on. Come on, you got this. You got this, come on. So yeah, Kyle, if Mayhem didn't tell you, he likes to simp on the internet a lot. Likes to be kind of a simp sometimes. You just cheered 75 bits? Okay, keep simping. I like that. Ayo, though, for real, though. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Any little bit always helps. Thank you. Alright, we go to the field and we start picking. And if the girl or guy or whoever was still around that was asking how do you make money really easily, well, this is the easiest way. This is the easiest and most efficient way. She sits here and complains, but I'm just trying to support my best friend. I mean, you can throw money at a pretty girl all day, come on. As long as you got money to throw, I don't care. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, legit, I do care. I care a lot. Yeah, he's got that bit badge. He's got those bit badges. And he wants those bit badges because those bit badges, like, mean so much when you have, like, a pretty bit badge. Although Mayhem's not really displaying his bit badges. Or his sub badge. He's displaying number 1. He's only displaying number 1. Because he was like one of the first people to like come into my streams. When I first started. Which honestly feels like it's been so long ago. I never thought I would have like a semi-successful YouTube channel or a successful Twitch channel. I never thought anybody would care. Like enough to watch me pick tobacco. Or, you know, do other, like, mundane things. But I guess you guys do. Or fight off a fucking pack of wolves that try to kill me. I don't know. That says something about her character. She was so strong. She was pretty strong to fight off those damn wolves. And now I have a fucking pistol. And ain't nobody gonna stop me now with a pistol. Ain't nobody. I'm still amazed that you survived. Yeah, I'm still amazed I'm survived. So this is the easiest way to make money in Wild West that I was gonna show you. Stirka? Is the best way is to go up to one of these tobacco farms, go speak to the farmer over there who's like standing there with a notepad, and you become one of his farmers. Essentially, you start picking his tobacco, and you start off at like 20 cents, which is what I did yesterday, and then today I'm at 45 cents. I'm all the way up to 45 cents. And not only do you get the money, but you also get some tobacco, which I've got here. 15 tobacco leaves, and I get 3 tobacco leaves per pick. So when I get a full stack of it, I'll go down there and sell it and get like $78 more from harvesting. And what I'll do is I can make a whole stack on the horse and a whole stack in my hands or in my person and sell it, and I'll get a bunch more money. Or you can go pick apples. You can also go pick apples and do the same, but with apples you kind of have to walk a lot farther, and you don't get to walk in like simple neat rows, and it's just slower. Or you can even pick hay and craft hay into or grain into hay, which I've got 14 hay right now, so I'm probably gonna have to do that eventually. But I'm gonna get it until I get a couple more money, get a couple more guns. So with ammo costs and with other simple little costs like other things that I would need, I'm not gonna buy a cooking pot because there's no need to buy a cooking pan because I don't need one. But I'm looking at needing about $350 up to $400. I think if I get like $400, I'm good to go like RP with other people and like have enough to buy extra ammo and extra things that I will need. So kind of 400 is my goal. And right now I'm sitting here at 14. So I've got a long road to go. I've got a lot more rows of tobacco to pick. A lot more tobacco to pick in my future. But it really is the simplest and best way to spend money. Or to make money. It's the best way you could possibly do it. And I have a revolver with 20 whole boxes of ammo. So, I'm doing pretty well for myself. And I haven't hunted or had to go waste time hunting on a single thing. The worst thing that happened was the wolves. Once those wolves happened and I got my arms all bandaged up, I'm back in the saddle again. And if I'm back in the saddle, I'm back to making money. Which is honestly the best thing ever. Pretty easy to start a brand new character though. Can just hang out and kind of chill. Do what I gotta do. Gets very boring after a while picking tobacco. You say you don't mind the support, but yeah, you complain when I try to be supportive. No, I complain when you simp. It's different. I promise, it's way different. When you simp, it's different. It's different when you actually, like, go out on a limb and, like, simp for no reason. That's different. Dot, 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 dot. I see your point, Mayhem. I see your point with all the full stops that you sent there. And yes, goddammit, those are called full stops. Deal with it. Those are full stops. You want me to stretch? Sure. There you go. You happy? You got me to stretch, and you also got me to start like a hard yawn train and a hydrate. Okay. I probably did need to hydrate though. Gotta keep my voice from like cracking and being creepy. Cause imagine your horse cracking, or your voice cracking. Your horse, goddammit. Imagine your voice cracking and being like all cracky. It would be bad. Well, luckily, I ain't gotta worry about that. Ain't gotta worry about that. Don't even get you started. What do you mean? I kind of want to get you started now, because, like, I want to know, like... I want to know what do you mean getting started? Getting started at doing what? What are we getting started on, Mayhem? You're going to have to be more clear. So I can kind of vibe with what you're talking about. Voices? What about voices? You have a great voice. You should do like voice acting. What do you mean? And also, what is voices in that last message you sent me? See, you said voices, but you put an apostrophe. So what does voices own? Because as you're saying voices as if it's a noun that owns something else. So, yeah, there you go. There's no there's no little thing there. You know I'm gonna be ultimate grammar Nazi. You know I'm gonna be like ultimate grammar police over here. Like, of course. I have to stop being grammar police. No, grammar police is my thing. Or I have another crazy idea. This is a crazy idea, but it's an idea. Stop spelling bad. Oh? Did she do it? Yeah, she did it. Stop spelling bad. And I promise you'll be alright. You know that? Don't spell badly. Stop being a bully, Cass. Cass is not being a bully. Cass is trying to help him. He knows I'm not being a bully either. Cassie is a bully. Is she though? You know I am. You be quiet, you. You know I am. I don't know. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like there should be a Deputy Nick Smith right in here. And I feel like there should be a Deputy Nick Smith around. Also, question. Nick, what are you doing right now? Like, what are you doing? What could you possibly be doing? Paperwork for 24/7. Okay. So, paperwork for 24/7 can wait. I need you to go visit wildwestrp.com and I need you to apply for whitelisting. I need you to do that. You think you can handle that one? I know exactly what kind of paperwork, but do you think you can do that? Because I think you're gonna enjoy it. You'd enjoy it. And plus, I kind of want to tie you up in a rope and throw you in the back of my horse. You should do that. You should do that. I want to tie you up when I meet you and throw you on the back of my horse and be like, "You think you can come into the Heartlands like this?" That's our character, Emily. Of course, it's Emily. Tie you up and throw you on the back of my horse and be like, "Alright, bud." I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but you should apply if you've said in the past that you want to join. So get your butt and join. Get your butt in there and join. I want to be tied up by Cassie. Why? Why do you want to be tied up by Cassie? Reasons? You've never met this version of Cassie. She's not the same Cassie that you know. She's not the same Cassie that you know him from, like, modern day. She's not, so. But if you talk to her nicely, she'll show you around. She'll show you around and she'll be like, "So this is what, is she gonna act the same? What do you mean by act the same?" She's gonna act similar because, you know. Cassidy Delta, that you currently know and love, wandered into a portal, wandered into a Merryweather experiment, and got transported all the way back to 1901. And she's been living her life in 1901 for a while. Oh my lord. I'm kidding, that's not a thing. But will she befriend him? Yeah, she'll befriend him. She'll probably befriend somebody. I don't know what your character's name's gonna be, but she'll befriend you. Not these pesky experiment people. Oh, not these Merryweather people again. You know, yeah. She accidentally walked into an experiment in the humane labs, and let's just say she ran, she transported back to 1899 and already dealing with Caitlin Fulbright. Her name's Kaylee Fulbright, not Caitlin. Kaylee? Kaylee, not Caitlin. Kaylee. Kaylee. It's like Wally. Wally. Because yes, of course. Why wouldn't she be? I'm kidding. She's just gonna be an ancestor of Caleb. She's gonna be an ancestor of the Cassidy Delta you know and love. She kept trying to get with John. Huh? What? What do you mean? Who kept trying to get with John? What happened to her anyways? Nothing happened to Cassidy Delta, modern day Cassidy. She kept, what do you mean she kept trying to get with John? Ms. Fulbright, well... Oh yeah. Whatever happened to her, she's still around. I just don't play her very often. Because trying to explain her, like, weird concocted backstory is hard. It's really difficult to play like her really complicated backstory. It's, and most people like, where do you come from? Well, you see, I come from right here. However, where I remember is not the same as where you remember. So where she comes from is fine. It's when she comes from is the real question. Imagine that. Imagine that. And now John's simping over another girl. Wow. Or I should say John thinks he's married to another girl. I do remember that, Mayhem. I do. Hi, Buckeye. Hey, how's it going? It's going good. I'm just grinding. I got a brand new horse. Look at her. Her name's Ruby. I got a brand new girl. And she's so pretty. Look at her, look at her, look at her. She's a Mustang and she's got a lantern. And she's so pretty. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Oh my god. I never thought I would see a horse and said, ooh, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes are so pretty. But look at her. She's so pretty. Oh, shizniddles? That's cool. She cost me $220. And then the saddle and everything that goes on her was more. And currently I have 37 in my pocket. I need like 400. And I've been farming for so long. Actually, I've been farming for 19 minutes. However, it feels like I've been farming for 19 years. You trying to hint something at me, Cassie? I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean there, Mayhem. Okay, fine. I'll hydrate. Except, I'm gonna hydrate with, water. I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, have no clue what you're talking about, mister. He thinks he's married to another woman. I'm gonna head out. Peace. Bye, Kyle. Thanks for stopping by. I'm kind of confused, Mayhem. Not gonna lie, I'm still super confused as to what you mean. Well, I mean, I don't know how you want to take that. It's gonna be however you want to take it. I don't really know. I haven't figured that part out yet. When talking about John. What about John? That lantern is bright. I like it. Yeah, look at it. How pretty. I love that lantern. That's gonna make it seeing at night so much easier. And then Nick says, stop playing mind games with me. You think I'm playing mind games? I don't recall any mind games. You love it when I play mind games. You love it when I fuck with your mind. If I can throw crazy mind games at you, then that's better, right? That's way better. Sure it is. Are you lucky? You just missed a Cassidy sneeze attack. I don't know what do you mean? I don't know. Did you think I mean something other than what I said? I'm just confused. I'm just like uber confused, yes. I'm over here just like uber confused at what you mean. He's like, stop playing these mind games. Like, don't know what mind game you're talking about, bruv. I don't know what you're wolfing about. No idea what you chatting, bruv. No clue what you chatting, bruv. Can you harvest every plant in that field? Yes, you can, except like you go up and down these rows, and eventually Like, watch the end down there. Those red blocks will start disappearing. And you can essentially just work the same 2 plants, the same 2 rows, over and over and over and over and over. And as long as you, like, do the same ones over and over again, then you're good. You're good and you'll get it. You'll get it really easily. So yeah, technically you can go through and harvest every plant, but going through and harvesting every plant would be really hard. So if you really had nothing to do, it could be an indefinite money source. Yeah, it could definitely be an infinite money source. It is an infinite money source. I'm surprised you haven't issued Wind Me Up. I'm surprised you haven't made me glug glug. It is an infinite money source. Like, everybody comes here and basically picks a big row of plants, or a couple rows, like pick out their own couple rows, and they just farm every plant in this build. You think I don't drink wine on a work night, bish? You want to know what that is? You want to know what that is? I intentionally drank it really loud for you. Yeah, don't think Cassie's all innocent. Don't think Cassie's all innocent. That was not water, Mayhem. That wasn't water. And if you want me to prove it to you, go look at your Snapchat. Hold on. Go look at your Snap. You want me to prove that that's not water? Go look. That is not water. Nope, not water. That ain't water. I mean, I think like, at one point, at one point, like, didn't, like, Jesus turn water into wine, so it could have been. But, yeah. Shake my head. You think Cassie's all innocent and drinks water all the time? No. No. Plus, if I was drinking water, it'd be from a straw. Cassidy turned water into wine. No. I have water here beside me. That's water. I got a hair in my mouth. That's water, and that's through a straw. So... no. Having water is good, while you're also gonna have wine. Because then you can drink the wine in moderation. Until you issue fucking Wind Me Up and make me down the whole glass. And then I just want to kill myself. You know. I really sincerely hope you don't have like 15,000. You don't have 15,000 cupcakes right now. Sincerely, I hope you don't. Because if you do, I'm fucked. If you have that, I'm totally gonna be fucked. Because you're gonna be like, redeem it. I'm getting Kyle to join the Discord. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, of course. The Discord's a great place to be. Great place to hang out and chill. And meet a lot of friends. You know what that horse headlight puts me in the mind of? It puts me in the mind of, like, going out into a cornfield late at night in your fucking pickup truck. And just sitting there and watching the headlights just shine out across the field. So I feel like having that big ass horse there is just like, here you are. Of course, here I am. Big ass. Headlights just hanging out there. Super easy. But yeah, if you aren't in WWRP, what are you doing with your life, bro? Like, what are you doing with your life? You gotta get in, Nick. You gotta go get in. Then you just gotta get in. It's easy. Kyle is gonna DM me, but he DM'd me some eyeballs. And I don't know why. I'm Confucius. Because he wants to. Okay, well, congratulations. You've DM'd a pretty girl and she answered you. Mark that off your bucket list. Probably guy's every dream, though. I just want this girl to reply to me. I just want this girl to reply to me. And Strika, you gotta get verified. You gotta get verified and come into the community. What's it telling you when you try to get verified? What's it telling you? When you like to join the Discord, there's like the verify channel. Is it telling you don't have permission to send messages in there? I just sound like I heard somebody murdering a pig over here. Like it legit sounded like somebody murdered a pig over there. Yeah, you gotta come out in the community and hang out. Meet a lot of people, get chatting and stuff. It's fun. Discord's a great place. I had a friend one time that described Discord as like every single different Discord you go into is like going into a brand new city. It's like you go into a brand new city and you get into meet new people and find new ways of doing things and different things like that. So it's all chillin'. Why you be sus? Actually, it's supposed to be not necessarily sus. It's supposed to be Kyle. It's supposed to be a little thing where you can it's supposed to be like a little wave. Like if you're on your PC, I think it would load like a little wave animated thingy. Well, I'm gonna hop off. Bye, Buckeye. See you later. You want me to hydrate? Okay, fine. Fine. I'll balance out the wine with a little water. I seriously am curious though, Mayhem, how many channel points do you have racked up? How much do you have racked up right now? Because you're in like every stream, so chances that you're gonna have a lot are pretty damn high. And so I'm just super curious as to what the heck you're doing. Or how many channel points you actually have. I'm super curious now. Because I have to be curious. I have to be like super curious. Because I know you're like in every single stream. You gotta keep hydrated or you die. Okay, you need to answer the question or you die. Or you'll die. Answer the question or Cassidy will sit on you. I mean, we'll... 9K! Yay, you don't have enough to wind me up. You don't have enough to wind me up. I think this is Wild West. Yelling at me to, talk. If you wouldn't spend every 2 seconds on posture checks and stuff, you'll probably get there by now. Because Wind Me Up takes 15K. Having Wind Me Up take 15K is a good thing. Because then you can't do it if it didn't take so much, it'd have more. See, it's all those little things like that. That's what costs you all your points. All the posture checks and all the hydrates. And the stretch. Every one of them like that, though. Every single one like that. That's what costs you all your channel points. And that's why you can't get Cassie drunk right now. Cause, no. No. You get the whole, can you answer this question or will Cassidy, answer the question or Cassidy will sit on you. I didn't say that. I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't remember saying this.
User was moved out of your channel.
I love that it costs a lot to wind me up though. Cause that means you can't do it. You gotta have so much to do it. I have 273 leaves. How much cash do I have on me right now? 60 bucks? Okay. I'm gonna say my remark on Discord to that. Koi? 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 What am I gonna open my DMs to see? So, just for the record, guys, this man's DMs me, and he says, answer the question or Cassidy will sit on you. He takes a picture of the quote that he put on the Twitch. He takes a screenshot of that, the quote of all that shit, and he starts typing in the message box. And he sends me a screenshot of that on Discord. Who wants to take a bet as to what his message said inside that little text box? He didn't send it yet. But anybody want to take a guess as to what his message might have said? Take a guess. Take a guess. I told you this man's a simp. What do you think he said? Of all the things he could have said, what did he say? Good, nobody else responded. Okay, so this man says, I had enjoyed that. What do you mean? You'd enjoy that? No. You get a big spray. You get a spray. Spray. Don't you dare, no. Don't you dare go throwing smiley faces down at me. No smiley faces for you. None. 0. No smiley faces. You act like people talk in this chat. Shut up. It was pretty active before you came in. It be dead. Just like your dick! Ah! I didn't hear the question, so the question was, I said, Mayhem takes a screenshot of chat where he says, answer the question or Cassidy will sit on you. He puts that in quotes. He takes a screenshot of it and he starts typing in the box as if he's going to send a chat in the stream. And he screenshots it and he sends it to me on Discord. And he's like, well, what would Cassidy say here? And he says, I'd enjoy that. And that's, no, you're not getting that pleasure. No. You're not joking. You're not joking. You're being a simp. You're not joking. I 1000% do not believe you're joking. And even if you are, gross. I don't sit on men. Come on. I sit on my butt, not men. And now he's spamming me. With a string of a bunch of smiley faces. Are you okay with your life? Do you suffer from too many emoji syndrome over here? Like way too much emoji syndrome over here? You suffer? Do you really? 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 It's really sus. It's no, I don't know. 5 bits. Thank you for the 5 bits though. Thank you for like the 5 pennies. I appreciate it. 5 pennies are like the best. I'm sorry? You've said worse. I'm sorry? I didn't say that on stream. Yeah, I called myself a grammar Nazi. So what? You said worse. Why do you have to scream? Why you gotta scream it at me, bro? I should just hit him with the, I should just tab over and grab the, soundboard and just hit him with the Daddy Chow. Honestly, I need to put that on a stream deck. I need to put that on my stream deck and, like, put my favorite sounds in there. Bruh, I can't wait till this VOD goes up so I can clip the part where you said answer the question or Cassidy will sit on you. What if the VOD never goes up? Ooh. What you gonna do then? If the Cassie VOD never goes up? What you gonna do? You sure about that, Mayhem? Are you sure? Are you sure that the VOD will even go up? Honestly though, you guys have been blowing up the YouTube. You guys have really been blowing up the YouTube and the other socials. I think I looked at my YouTube the other day and I had like a couple different, I had like more views. I had more views than I normally do. 25 messages were deleted by a moderator. Stream elements timed out Strika for 120 seconds. Why the hell did you, what? Hello? Stream elements, what are you doing? You're a bot, what are you doing? Hello, Mr. Bot, what are you doing? I don't know how to control stream elements anymore. Why did it kick what? What did the auto mod say? What did the auto mod try to kill you for? I'm trying to figure out what auto mod's problem is here. Auto mod's having like some kind of big issue here, because obviously what you said is not an issue. But auto mod seems to think it was. You 100% will be posting the VOD. You say that like I'm recording right now, though. You say that as if I'm recording. So how do you know I'm even recording with him? You positive? Why is this person timed out? That is so dumb. Why did it time you out? That is so stupid. Alright, stupid Streamlabs auto mod. Doing its stupidity. I don't know why AutoMod would do that. I don't know what word you said, but something said something and it got it pissed off at you. I tried to link a VOD. Oh. Why did it... What? Why did it delete your... What? Self-promo, but it wasn't. What the fuck? YouTube link. What the... Quake? Why did it... What? It lets me post one. I think it's posted... I think it let me post one because... I posted one there. All good. Posted one there, so maybe it won't... Why is that so broken? Why is the stream elements... I've got to fix stream elements. What is wrong with that? It's so... It's not... That's not the way it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, AutoMod doesn't allow you guys to send links. That would make sense. AutoMod doesn't like links because AutoMod's auto. AutoMod is... I would compare AutoMod to the like the automation thing that was on the autopilot that was on the Axiom in Wally. It just kind of takes control of the ship and does as it wishes. To be real, it does. But no, for real though. The want to try to post one cast? Post one what? Post one YouTube? Since the thing wants to be stupid to let me it doesn't even want me to post the stream elements thing is broken. It doesn't want to do it the way I tell it to. AutoMod bullying me, sorry. There's where all the Twitch VODs go. The Twitch VODs go right there. To the videos. It's funny though, I have like 33 subscribers on YouTube. But the rest of it is like, there's a lot of followers on Twitch, but link. What? Does it yell at you for posting a link though? Does it yell at you for posting? That's so dumb. That is dumb. Very dumb.
User was moved out of your channel.
Very, very dumb. Very dumb. I've never understood AutoMod really. It's just really weird. It's really weird for the way that it acts so dumb sometimes. AutoMod can be dumb. Automod always is just flagging weird things when it should never be. You can never. I'm getting yelled at on Discord by Nick. Uh-oh. Blame Nick. I'm gonna say that. Blame Nick. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Oh my god, thank you so much for using your Prime gifted subscription. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I get people pinging me all the time and I don't know what they want from me. What do you mean? You're OCD. What do you mean? I'm so confused. I'm so confused, sis. Oh crap, I dropped some stuff on the floor. Shit, I need to put some stuff on the horse. 360 of these dang things. They're on the ground. 3 tobacco leaves are laying on the ground. Pick them up because they're worth a fortune. You guys, Nick, you guys, you're just making me like, how long does it take to your application to be approved? Oh, my application was approved in like 30 minutes. I think I just got lucky. I think average time is like a week or so. You know, if they don't have any like needs for like clarification. Sometimes they'll respond to your app and they'll be like, we need some clarification on a couple different things, a couple different guidelines. So sometimes it just depends. That's the best answer. It just depends. Just depends on the person like reviewing them and things like that. So Mayhem, how's that application coming along? How's that application coming? You doing it? Because you should totally do it. Because yes. Your boss command thee. Daddy Chow. Daddy Chow. There's always a good Daddy Chow around here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know I have it. I know I have it. There it is.
Daddy chill.
See? Daddy Chow. Daddy Chow. I love it when Mayhem loves it when I do that to him. That's what you're gonna get every time you hydrate me. What you're gonna get. You're gonna get a train horn. It wasn't a burp. What do you mean? That was a train horn. That wasn't a burp. If not, I'm fucking choking on your water that you're trying to force me to drink. There it is. There it is. Use up the fucking hydrate. Volume is super low. My volume is super low because my volume is not super low. Yours is super low. Your volume is super low. Cope. You cope. You know I'm gonna hit you with a fucking train horn. You know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna make you rip your ears out. Gonna make you rip your headphones off. Oh damn it, you cope. Cope. I turned you super down. Well, that's when I respond with, and Daddy Chow. Also, I'm glad I didn't play one of those things of Alyssa moaning on accident. I'm glad I didn't play one of those because, how to get banned real quick. Oh, you're streaming on Twitch. Yeah, that'll be a straight ban, mommy. You can't do that, mommy. It's a straight ban. Also, I feel like I could start an ASMR YouTube channel. Like, get right up on the microphone and just give you the super ASMR where you could just hear every little detail. Especially in this padded room. The more I do it in this padded room, because I've got like, not like a padded room in the sense of like a padded room, but you got the voice for it? Yeah, I do. No shrimp. No, it still doesn't work. It's not gonna work, sorry. But no, I could totally, the this like sound treated room. When I put these tiles up on the wall, that changed everything as to how this room sounds, and this room sounds so good. And so when you do your ASMR and you just fill your voice just a little bit, men will come running for miles. Definitely do be a thing. 1000%. I don't know if I have the voice for it or if I have the microphone for it. Cause like, I could just get right up on this thing and use that proximity effect on most dynamic microphones. And it sounds like you're talking through my throat. I had somebody come in my stream the other day and they were like, "Oh, microphone do you use, Cassidy? What microphone do you use? I want to go get one." And I'm like, "It's a Shure SM7B. Here's a link on Amazon." And they're like, $400? And I'm like, yeah, you gotta put good in to get good out. Just over here, just singing Billie Jean. A lot of guys on Twitch need to touch grass. You're not wrong. There's so many of them that just need to get out and touch some grass. Badly. And then, people always love to make a point of going into Discord and pinging me when they know I'm streaming. Because they can. You're aware, Nick. You get us fucking. You get that. You get that. That's all you're gonna get. You're gonna get a spray bottle. A 1,000% spray bottle. I'm yawning now. Damn it, Nick. God, you would think I've had enough. You'd think I have enough money for something by now. But I have 90. Imagine if picking this tobacco gave you double. If it just gave you double, like what they say it gives you. Yep, 90 plus whatever the tobacco sells for, which I've got a stack of like 390 over there and like a 54 here. Last one for the night. Gonna go RP. Gonna go RP? In Wild West RP? No, because you're not in. But honestly, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream because it's almost been a 4-hour stream and I'm kind of tired and exhausted. So, thanks for coming out, guys. I'm still just gonna be grinding and working and doing everything that I can. So I'm gonna end the stream here. But thanks for coming out, guys. I wish you were in WWRP too. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. I'm gonna see you later. Bye.